When I hear Black love, I think of my wife, to be honest with you, because that is probably the deepest part of who we are and what we do.
We are Jackie and Doug Christie, and we are.
You say we are Jackie, and then I.
Okay. Is that how we do it?
We say we are Black love.
Okay, go.
Try again.
We are Jackie
And Doug Christie,
and together we are Black love.
I don't really remember the first time I heard the term. I'll have to think on that a little bit, but I think in a lot of ways it was looked at as taboo, like it couldn't happen, like when you think about media and the images that are put out, it was one that was never put out. We never seen a nuclear family. We never seen us together at the dinner table. We never seen us representing our women properly and those type of things. So it's extremely important. It's starting to define in our culture something that is good, as opposed to the word Black meaning void and a lot of things that come along with negative tones. This is a positive tone, and it's a beautiful thing.
I would have to say that Michelle Obama and Barack Obama, I think that's really when a lot of people started recognizing worldwide what Black love really means. Here you got the President of the United States and his African-American wife and queen, and you've got their two beautiful daughters and the mother that came with them and even the dog. And here they are running our country, and they're exemplary examples of what it is to have a strong family, a respectful husband loving his wife and vice versa. So I think that's when it became acceptable universally.
Sometimes it is difficult to be in a high-profile job and a relationship and everything that goes along with that as a husband, as a father, all those different things. I think that we've learned how to navigate it a bit, and we try to make home an oasis for ourselves where we come and we kind of just lock everything out and kind of do our thing. But it's taken a long time to try to figure that out, to be honest with you, because it is difficult.
Definitely. And if anyone knows our story, it was a lot being said in the media a long time ago about, oh my God, why are they so close? Oh, this is strange. Why does he love her like that? Why does she follow him on the road? All of that. But I'm so glad that now you see a lot of other couples in the sports world and entertainment that kind of mirrors what we used to do. So for me, it was all worth some of the backlash we took from that. I knew Black love existed. I knew you could have that wholesome, happy marriage, and there'll be bumps and bruises and ups and downs and misunderstandings, disagreements in any relationship. But it's about that sustainability, that being committed to the commitment that you made, and that is, I'm going to marry you, you're going to marry me. And for better or for worse, we are going to endure whatever hits us, whatever comes at us. It's you and I against the world. And I would have to say, myself and my husband inspires me the most because I'm living it. So I know how we do it. Black love is extremely important. Our community, Black and brown communities, we don't get to see a lot of that growing up. A lot of us was in, if not broken homes, we were in single family homes where the mom was there. She was the breadwinner. Or some kids, their father is there. They might have lost their mother. And to be able to be an example or be an inspiration to people, for me, is one of the greatest gifts I can offer the world and humanity in itself.
Black love is extremely important, and I would say one of the most important reasons is it is the example that we're setting for the younger generations to be able to see and aspire to. And even though maybe when we were growing up, these weren't things that we seen, now they're able to be seen and know that it is something that is attainable.
It's sexy. Black love is wholesome. It's real. It's deep. And you already know. Our men, they do it different, right? Right.
What's one thing that you would give to younger Black couples?
It's funny because just as you're saying that, I'm listening to you, and the analogy that I would use would be health. Mm-hmm. When you get sick, you don't give up. You go and you get something, or you're holistic, or you try to take care of yourself. A relationship is the same way. You're gonna have problems and ups and downs, and that is a part of nature. The sun rises and falls. People live and die. It's a lot of different things that you experience and you go through, but it's when you give up that things all of a sudden become extinct. How much do you love it? How committed to it are you? Or how much are you willing to love the other person through what you might consider imperfections, but in God's eyes, we're all perfect. So what you got to be able to understand is that my wife isn't always going to be exactly the person that I want. I'm not always going to be exactly the person that she wants, but I am the person that she wants, and she's the person that I want. So I'm willing to work through whatever it is that we need to work through to make that. And those are words that for a young person, a lot of times they look at you and be like, no, I'm not down with that. But that's where you're at if you really about that life.
On top of that, with social media, a lot of couples and young kids are breaking up and stuff because they are trying to mirror their relationship to status quo. What is it supposed to be? Oh, he didn't text me at 3:00. You out of there. I'm over to somebody else. Da 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 da. And they're trying to live this fantasy life. You can't. It's real feelings, real love, real life, real families, real. Do you want a relationship? Do you want to start building? And so I would say, keep the communication open. If you're not liking something that the other person is doing or saying, it's better to talk to them in a respectful manner and say, I'm really not comfortable with this or that. Definitely be committed to the commitment. Respect them as you want them to respect you. So what you give, you shall receive. And I think a lot of relationships right there's half of the battle. And the rest of it is just keeping the outside world, like my husband said, on the outside. And your relationship is what you keep inside. We used to have a saying, and we still do, about the circle. I just think being best friends, being able to be yourself, being silly with each other, accepting each other for whoever you are, not judging other people, all of that plays into how deep and how long lasting your relationship is going to be. When I hear Black love, I would have to say I definitely think of my husband and my marriage and the fact that we have made it through all kinds of different situations and decades together. He is everything that I could ever dream of in a husband and father and teacher. And that's what really shows me what Black love is all about.